Hi everybody. Today I want to talk about some quick tips for indie writers. I'm an indie writer. Maybe I'm not very well known, but I know something what can help you to write a book and publish it. First, don't release a book into the world if it hasn't been edited. You wrote the book, went through your editing, and gave it to your family and friends members to read. And everyone say your book is great. I must disappoint you. It is not. Your big book will die in ignominy as soon as someone starts reading it. No one see their mistake in writing, even if you are editor by profession. Someone else can always see your mistake better, and that is true. In the world, there are some people who deal with this and who have studied for it. That is proofreader, copy editors, and editor. Trust me, their work costs money, but in the end, it is worth it. Every penny. It is not easy to find the right editor because there are a lot of scammers swimming in those water. I'm telling you this from personal experience. You must check information carefully before sending any editor your book. The right editor will communicate with you through the editing process, and that is one thing what you need to know. Second, my thought. You won't become famous overnight if you are not literary genius, and even that doesn't guarantee you anything. There is a 50 million ebook published on Amazon alone right now. I don't want to speak another publisher. In the ocean of the book, how can you even think that your book will be noticed? Few indie writers can say that they achieved success with their first book and become bestseller writer. Not that I'm scared of you, but that is how it is. Even if your book is great, it can simply drown in the ocean of the book. Sometimes you must be lucky for a reader to find you in that wilderness. So, most time you didn't expect to become famous in like that. No, that is not possible. You must write. That is the only thing what you need to do. When a reader find you, that is great. If you love your book, maybe love second, third, and maybe read that book because love your writing style. The third thing what I talk about, the cover attract people no matter how much we keep quiet about it. First and foremost, before publishing your book, you need to have a perfect cover. When a reader browses a book, the first thing they will notice is the cover. If it attracts them, they will read the summary of your book. Make sure that your cover does not look like Amazon template because the reader will immediately realize that you are amateur and they will not look at your book. Therefore, find the people on the internet who are engaged creating cover. Check carefully what they offer and for which book they have created covers. Assess carefully whether this person is a scammer or someone who is serious about it. Basically, without any eye-catching cover, your book will drown in mediocrity. So, make sure that it look beautiful, that it look perfect, and that is everything on book look like need. Check on the internet how look good book cover and what you need to do with cover, where you put your name, where you put title of book. You now can find everything on the internet, and that is beautiful thing. And one last for today, the idea for your book has already been written by someone else. It is just question how you will approach that idea in your own way. You have a perfect idea in your head and you want to write a book. But what if someone on another side of the world has the same idea in their head? What if someone has already written that idea? Every good writer has read a lot of books and always read a lot of books. They do this because they love books, but also because they see how other people writing. Regardless of idea, as a writer, you must create your own word and your own writing style. Each of us try to find path in writing that is only yours. Sometimes we shamelessly steal the style of writers who are already famous. But believe me, even that famous writer has stolen from writers he loves. And they write completely different story. I don't mean write a book the same as his. That is copyright and that is punishable by law. Beside that, every reader will notice it immediately and you won't do well in the writing and publishing. You died. And that swear out publishing or writing. The point is to create something new from similar idea and make it yours. For these reasons, consider that someone has already had same idea as you, but the path to the complete book was different. Your book can always be completely different from anyone else, even the idea is similar. So, if you have some idea, you write a book. If you indeed write book and do something to look better, to grammar is and story is good. I will try with some suggestion to tell you what you need to do to polish your first book. Don't give up when your book is bad. Nobody write great book with first book. Most of the people write 10, 15 books and become famous. So, I'm in the right and I know what I'm talking about. I didn't write best my book for now. I wrote 10 books, 15 books, but I didn't write one bestseller book. Yes, I sometimes come with my book on bestseller list, but it's still few it's little, it's not long on that list because so many book on the Amazon in the world, and you can imagine how many book is in the world, how many books is written in the world. So, but one thing you want to learn is writing, reading and writing, reading a lot, writing a lot, and maybe you become bestseller in the some in the future. Bye.